awesome.
ASMR. I'm Matt.
I'm Simon, and today, this is actually our first video that we're doing together, so we're really excited for this one. People have been asking for this one. It's a really special video, for sure.
Yeah, we're really excited for this. Early on, we did a couple, reacting to, Ronaldo highlights and stuff like that, but this is our first at the new studio, which I guess to you guys isn't really a new studio anymore because we've had it for a while now, but it still feels kind of new to us.
Yeah, totally. And first off, we want to say thank you so much for all the support. We recently crossed 3,000 subscribers, so it's been an incredible journey, been really fun, and it's been one of the most fulfilling things that we've been a part of. It's been really awesome to finally do a project with Matt, for sure.
With all this new support, a lot of people have been asking about the origins of wholesome ASMR. A lot of people are confused how there's just two people switching in between videos, and they're like what's going on, what's the story behind this? So we thought we'd talk about that, and then some other side projects that we're working on in relation to wholesome ASMR, which we think is pretty exciting.
Alright, so our origins kind of began when we were around 4 years old. When me and Matt first met, we were neighbors, and we quickly became best friends, and we've always been interested into similar things, like making videos together when we were little, whether that's Pokemon cards, Legos, Star Wars, all these different things. We always kind of found that we enjoyed going into different topics together and had a lot of fun that way.
Yeah, and the ASMR obsession kind of started, I'd say, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
My ASMR origin story, so, to be fair, I had not heard of it, and one day I watched an Unbox Therapy video, Lou from Unbox Therapy, and he did a video where he didn't talk, and he had the gain on the microphone up, and I found it so relaxing to watch him go through the unboxing, and so I'm like, oh, what is this? And so I started looking for more silent unboxings, and then I discovered unboxing ASMR, and then the rabbit hole formed, and I kept listening to new creators, and then I kind of put Simon on the wave.
Yeah.
And then I don't know when the idea for a channel, I'd say last winter, my favorite ASMR artist, Simply Kel, she did a subscribers do ASMR video, and so Simon was like, it'd be so fun if we did this, and this was so spontaneous, we hadn't produced any sort of ASMR content, but we did it, and some people provided feedback in the comments. They're like, yo, these guys are low-key kind of good with our timestamp. You're like, you know what, let's make a channel.
Yeah, so I've always made videos growing up. Actually, this is my main channel. My main channel is Wholesome Simon, where I create mental health type content and also travel-based content on YouTube. So I've been doing this for a while, and we're like, hey, we're both into this ASMR thing. I discovered it because Matt put me on, and I was like, I love going to sleep listening to things already, so why not try ASMR? And what was cool is this camera I already had for my other videos, this mic I already had for my other videos, and so it was really easy to kind of just transition straight into ASMR. And so yeah, we made that video. You can look it up if you want. It's Simply Kel, subscribers to ASMR. I think it's part 2, right?
Part 2, it was posted around Christmas.
Yeah, part 2 posted around Christmas, and so you can go watch that. We're somewhere in that video. But then we had the idea of why not make an ASMR channel? It's something we're both into. We already have the equipment, and so you can tell the story about when we started the channel, I guess, which is pretty recently.
Yeah, so we were supposed to start it a lot earlier, and then we kind of just got pushed off, but I'm trying to think here, what's the actual origin story of us starting the channel. We were talking, and we wanted to find a bunch of the things that we both had in common that it was a little different, so we were like, what if we did, random things such as reacting to Ronaldo highlights, or just other random stuff. And it started beginning of June, I'd say, and it started in Simon's bedroom. We had nothing, we didn't have this, we didn't have any lighting. We had my lamp from my back home. We have a LED lamp, and then we had my roommate Joon Lee. We took his dehumidifier, which can circle through Simon was like sat on his mattress on the ground in the corner of the wall. And he was like, I sat in the chair like right next to him, and then we just filmed that. It was pretty crappy, but we found it to be fun, and so we did a couple others. And we're like, you know what? If we're actually gonna take this seriously, like we need to put some time and effort into the studio, because if it doesn't look professional, it's not gonna relax you.
Exactly. Yeah, so like that's when we had the idea to like make this studio behind us, because we realized like, hey, ASMR in itself, like it isn't that difficult of a production process, right? Like if we're being honest, like it's you talking about your life, which is really relaxing, and just trying to be quiet, not doing too much. And we're like, hey, we want to actually put in the effort so that, you know, we have decent backdrop and like spend some time working on it. And so we like bought like these this board. I had these foam panels from a long time ago. We bought some LED lights. We bought like a ring light, and we decided why not like put this. It's kind of funny. There's a bathroom right here, and it's just the middle of this hallway, and we have a jank table, but it looks good. And we realized just putting in like a little bit more effort is what we wanted to focus on with this channel. And me and Matt, we get into like these phases where we like get really obsessed with things. Like for example, right now, like we're definitely obsessed with footy, like soccer, and so we're playing a lot. So we're like, hey, why don't we take this like lightly and just make videos in ASMR about anything that interests us right now? And so that's kind of like what we started as, and we kept it light, kept it fun, and we've been doing that ever since. I think we started in August, right? Around then. Or was it July?
For what?
For the ASMR channel. When was our first upload?
Our first upload was either end of June or early July.
Okay, so like in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we started in the summer, and now we've been running this channel for like 3 months-ish. And it's crazy to see the growth, and it's been such a fun learning experience. And yeah, just very grateful that we've been able to reach 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, his mention for like the upgraded studio, it's still very Jake. Like if you were to walk down and like look at the studio like outside of the lens of the camera, you'd see like a $5 table that's basically about to collapse. We're in a McDonald's. We're in a tiny little hallway, and whenever like Simon's roommates are like walking around upstairs, we basically just have to like stop mid-video and just wait for it to like quiet down. Like I'm pretty sure the video that is being posted this Saturday is me and my friend Joon, and for example, it's like an 8-minute video, but it was over 24 minutes of footage that I had to edit 16 minutes out of because Simon's roommates were so loud. So
yeah, so I mean, that's kind of like what it's like. It's very jank, but we've enjoyed it. What our hope is for the future of the channel is we have a few fun projects we're working on. But the main thing is like, so second semester, Matt is a senior and all his roommates are seniors. And so second semester, 2 of them are graduating early, or is it 3 of them?
3 of them, yeah.
3 of them are graduating early, and so we're going to take over one of those rooms and make it a full studio space. Hopefully be able to afford like some sort of like second camera and second mic, so we don't have to like take all my stuff every time. But yeah, that's been something we've been working on that's been really exciting. Matt, you can tell them about the other project we're working on as well.
Yeah, so alongside with this ASMR channel, I know Simon's mentioned it before, but we're starting a earbuds company, and the idea behind that is like so many of us like fall asleep listening to ASMR, and a lot of the earbuds that we have are just like not comfortable. They don't stay in your ear. Like they're clearly not designed to like sleep in, and so we wanted to make like a sleeping earbud really designated for people who listen to ASMR or white noise or anything to like fall asleep. So we want them to be comfortable, because I personally don't like anything in my ear when I'm sleeping. So like if I can find something that can fit in my ear comfortably and fall asleep, then I'm pretty sure anyone can. Because like when I listen to ASMR at night, I just have my phone with a speaker. Like I don't have, like I literally don't listen to it in my earbuds when I go to bed. And so we think it'd be really exciting to start this project. We've been working with our friend Tegan, and she's been helping us with a bunch of stuff. And I don't know, should we show them the design?
Yeah, so we can, so the company, this is the reveal. I feel like I've said it before, but excited. Tegan has done an incredible job, and like Matt said, we're trying to kind of not make this just like your average like headphones company where they're drop shipped and like, you know, where we're actually going to spend a lot of money in like developing them from scratch, and hopefully just making good headphones that you can sleep on your side with, that you can sleep in comfortably, that are light and are high quality enough to listen to some ASMR in. So if you guys are interested in that, we're hoping to put that together, and that's something we've been really excited about for the past month or so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really exciting challenge because Simon and I have like done things in the past. We've helped like design things, but it's all kind of been like merch related, or like along that extent. Like we did like a flag, we did like a bracelet, and then Simon's done other merch. But this is like something a lot more technical, and so it's gonna be really interesting because I feel like there's way more that goes into it, but there's also a lot more room for variation when it comes to that stuff. So it's gonna be a lot more technically challenging because I've never built an earbud. Like there's a lot of tech that goes into that, and so like that's something that we're gonna be like looking into. Like we want to make sure that, you know, it has like reliable Bluetooth connection, and so it's like what chip differentiates between like having like a pretty good connection and one that's like seamless and like reliable, and what optimizes battery life and like all of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to like really work on these projects, have fun with them, and yeah, it's just been so natural, a great journey overall, and yeah, something I'm really excited to bring to you guys. So another announcement we have is in the coming, I'd say, few weeks, we're hoping to launch some merch, just some really comfy items, maybe pillows, maybe some plushies, whatever we can find, you know, hoodies, whatnot, that can keep you comfortable. We've been thinking about starting like a merch store, thinking about starting this business on the back because it's really fun, but also we want to like show you the behind the scenes. So we'll probably be uploading some stuff as we go through building this business because we don't really know how like Matt said, to make like earbuds at all, but we're slowly getting to that point where we're doing some cool stuff. So we're gonna be recording it and showing you guys and taking along this journey, to really feel like you have some input as well. Like we'd love to have some comments below, like talking about issues or things you like about your earbuds that you use now, if you sleep with your earbuds in, and what we could focus on for that brand.
Yeah, and so we're gonna upload a few different types of videos. Ones that kind of like differentiate from us just like sitting in front of the camera. Like we're gonna be recording our process, you know, going through designs. So because we want you guys to be like involved in this too, and so we're gonna be asking for your feedback and stuff like that. So it's sort of like we're taking all of your input and suggestions into account because like I said, this is earbuds like for you, for people who listen to ASMR, and like that's really important to us. So like we'll do like day in the life and like just other vlogs, where we, you know, like record a whisper on top of it so we can like narrate it, but you guys can get like a pretty good like glance at like what we're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, totally. And on that note as well, just an idea I've been thinking about is also like showing you guys the behind the scenes, because like we're telling you guys that our like setup is jank, but you guys can't really see it. Like we just have so much random crap like littered everywhere, like a Pokemon card wrapper. It's so random, but like but we'll be doing some videos of like how we make ASMR videos. I know a lot of people that watch our videos do make their own videos, so it's like showing you guys the process I think would be pretty valuable as well. So a lot of cool stuff that we're hoping to work on in the future and bring to you guys in the form of some cool ASMR content.
Yeah, we dropped off to 2 videos a week just because we both have a very busy semester. I'm taking a bunch of classes, I'm working, and then we both started camping club, which has been like really fun, a lot of work, but ideally next semester, once we have, this is part of the reason why we need a new studio, is because if we are able to get like a new mic, a new camera, and just have that all isolated in one spot where Simon can just like come over and we quickly can like crank out some videos, then we'll be able to upload a lot more consistently, and just the overall quality of the videos can be better, which is like really important to us.
Yeah, totally. So we're just trying to do things that make the channel and the videos more fun and, you know, 1% better. We've actually like looked at a lot of your comments and turned them into videos. Like this video here is because you guys commented. Like obviously we're eventually gonna be able to be in a video, but the comment really pushed us to like be like, hey, we should try this. So seriously guys, if you want to see something, comment it. We're gonna get to it. We're working on cranial nerve guys want to see, we take those suggestions to heart. Like, we see all your comments, so definitely leave something below if you're interested or want us to do something that might be a little different.
Yeah, you guys have mentioned like soft-spoken, you've mentioned like personal attention, like stuff like that. So like we see all of them. We have a list actually where we go through and we see an idea. We're like, oh, I like that, and so like we nailed that down. So like your suggestions are getting to us, and we are taking them into account, and we will be following up on that. A big reason we're usually not in the videos together is just because it's a lot easier. Two of us in front of the camera. One, it's not nearly as comfortable, but we're also like kind of on a time crunch most weeks, and so like what usually ends up happening is like Simon will sit in front of the camera for one, and then like I'll be off like sitting on his bed or something like that, like doing other things, and then after he finishes, we just switch, and that's why our videos kind of stagger, like me him. It's because that's literally how we film them. It's like Simon goes, then I go, and it's because like we can just like in 40 minutes we can get 2 videos out, but then we're like each only putting in like 20 minutes worth of work. Yeah. So it just like it really helps like the ease of production.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, we're in college, we're trying to make this work and just having a lot of fun with it, and so far it's been great. It's been amazing. And yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. I guess this is kind of like our 3K subscriber special. But I think that's all we had planned. Do you got anything else, Matt?
No, just like again, we appreciate the support like so much. It's been kind of overwhelming to see the increase in support, and we really appreciate it. Like I know we keep saying it, but like everything that you guys say, like we're taking into account, and like we just want to make this channel as good as we can. You'll see a big production increase come December.
Yeah.
We can promise you that, but yeah, we're just like spending time trying to create the best videos possible in the time we have allotted. We appreciate the support, and we're excited to sort of share this like ASMR earbuds journey with you guys.
Yeah, totally. So thank you guys so much again for 3,000 subscribers. We're gonna keep it going, keep the uploads going. I feel a lot of good momentum, a lot of positivity in this community. Yeah, sending lots of love your way, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wholesome
ASMR. My name is Matt.
And my name is Simon, and a funny story, we just recorded like 4 minutes of this video, only to realize that the video wasn't rolling, and so, yeah, I guess this is take 2.
Yeah, that's 4 minutes of our life we're never gonna get back. We're kind of in the groove, but we're all good now. We're gonna start off fresh, and we have an exciting video for you today.
Yeah, totally. I know you guys have been asking for a lot more videos with the both of us, and the last one did really well. It was received very grateful from the community. Everyone loved the video, and so we really haven't gotten a chance to make another one of those videos just because we've been so busy with school. But we're now on Thanksgiving break, so we're hoping to grind out a ton of more content for you guys during this break.
Yeah, we basically allotted like 2 mini work days every single day to grind out like 5 or 6 videos. So, you know, this is like 10 a.m. right now. We're gonna grind out like 3 or 4 videos, and then we're gonna come back later tonight for round 2, and we're gonna grind those out. We're gonna do that every single day, basically for the next 5 or 6 days. And then once it's winter break, it's over. Like, we're gonna really grind it out.
Yeah, we just want to bring the best content for you guys. I know we haven't really been on our upload schedule the past few weeks because school's been very, 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 very busy. But as you guys can see, we're in our new studio, and we spent some time on this, and we're just really excited to continue to record more videos together and continue to make videos based on your suggestions and comments, which we've been paying attention to.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the support. It's been kind of overwhelming, the amount of love that we've been shown. We've been tagged in some comments I've seen on Simply Kel's old video where we made our first ASMR appearance back in like December of last year. So that's been like really funny to see, because like there are some comments that were like, oh, who are these people at like this timestamp? And then like people have gone back, it's like, it's Wholesome ASMR, which is like really funny now because they're going back and like finding the video. So I really appreciate all the support, you guys. The community's been great, and we just hope to like foundation because we think this community has a lot of potential.
Yeah, 100%. It's so funny because that's part of the lore of how we started making ASMR videos is we saw that Simply Kel, one of Matt's favorite ASMR artists, like he put me onto Simply Kel. She was doing like a subscribers to my ASMR for, was it like 100K subscribers or something like that?
It was either that or Christmas.
It was like it was like a milestone or some special occasion, and so Matt was like, hey, we should record an ASMR video, and since I did YouTube already, I had like the camera and the mic, and so we recorded like a simple ASMR video, and we're actually in that video, and it's just so funny to see how far we've come since then, and how we kind of took that and decided to do our own ASMR channel full time.
Yeah, that kind of sparked the passion because at first like we weren't really serious about it, but then when we got some of the feedback where people were like this is actually good, like I'm enjoying this, I would fall asleep, or like, yo, maybe we're onto something here. So we wanted to give it a go, and I guess the rest is history, which is extremely exciting.
Yeah, just in general, like I said, life updates. I mean, the biggest thing is we're off of school now, so we're on break, so we have a lot more time, like we said. But also, the World Cup is going on, and so we've been really excited. We've been getting into football more, soccer, and so it's just a really exciting time. Who knows when this video is going to come out? It might come out after USA and England played, but this morning was actually the morning of the big upset. If you guys are familiar with football or watch soccer, do know that Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, which was like a really big deal we woke up to.
Yeah, a bit controversial, as you know, the world's kind of gunning for Messi to win the last, like supposedly his last World Cup, at least his last World Cup in his relative prime. Everyone's kind of hoping for a Messi versus Ronaldo World Cup final, but with Saudi Arabia winning that first match, it's getting possibly a little less likely. So it's just a crazy upset. Yesterday, the U.S. played their first game against Wales, and I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that game because we started off so strong. We were pressing very high, attacking, just really keeping up the pressure, and it seems like after our first goal, we kind of let off, and in the second half, we gave a penalty that we probably shouldn't have conceded, and then there were some controversial subs due to our manager. He did not put in Gio Reyna, if you know who that is. Instead, put in a striker who is not nearly as capable, I'll say. It's a bit controversial because our coach, he's known for preferring MLS players over the European players. So there's some rumor that that's part of the reason Gio Reyna did not go in. But I'm not going to expand upon that because personally, I don't really know.
Yeah, so we're just hoping that we'll have a good match day on Friday against England. It's really been cool to see how much the U.S. is starting to get into soccer or football. So if you haven't already, I'd recommend watching a few of the World Cup matches because it is really fun to watch, especially if you watch with some of your friends.
Yeah, there's just something incredible about when the U.S. scores and everyone goes crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's clips of people at bars or just like open areas where there's kind of like a concourse and everyone's watching, and the U.S. scores and everyone goes crazy. Like drinks are being spilled everywhere, and like that's the kind of environment that I feel like only like the World Cup can replicate because the entire country sort of gets behind our team in a way that like no other sports are really able to replicate. Like sure, there's the Olympics, but it's like those are separate events like all over the course of like a week. But like this is like one game that defines like the entire country, and it's on the biggest stage because football is the most popular sport in the world. And it's just something that can't be replicated.
Yeah, it's definitely something magical and nostalgic, even looking back at the old World Cups and like just the summers that we had and like watching the World Cup. Of course, this year it's different. It's in the winter because it's in Qatar, which is very hot. So there's been some controversy surrounding that, as I'm sure you guys have heard as well. So just like a big world event that we've been paying attention to that I definitely recommend like getting into soccer in the next few years because in 2026 the U.S. is hosting the World Cup, and I think by then like we're hoping to do, and hopefully we're still running this channel then, because we want to do like a little world tour and like an ASMR like travel series going to all the World Cup games that we can in 2026, but obviously that's like a long ways from now.
Yeah, I hope we can still be running this channel in 4 years, but just gotta keep up the grind. But yeah,
guess like recent life updates besides all that, got back into playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Matt and I both grew up on like Gen 4, and so when the remakes came out, which is actually crazy that it was like a year ago, we decided to play them, and I hadn't logged in a while, so we started playing those games again, because the new Pokemon is out, but I heard it's not the best, and I really just like the Pokemon Diamond remakes, the Brilliant Diamond, and so we've been playing that a lot.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing that would really get us to buy the new games is the new Pokemon LeChonk. He's kind of like a big like Pokemon, and he kind of reminds me of a new generation Bidoof, but like Simon and I both really like pigs, so it's like it's combining the two. So he's really calling our name, but yeah, Gen 4, there's just something special that, you know, and nostalgic that we grew up with. Simon finished the game. I have been lacking. I just beat the 8th gym yesterday, but like I've had the game for a year, so there's like no excuse considering my roommate Joon Lee basically beat the game in a week. Something you gotta understand about Joon Lee is he is a very, very dedicated gamer. He actually just started a Twitch channel at MoveSci. We'll link that in the description. But you should check him out on Twitch because I know June is trying to make an appearance. Also, the thing with June is he's very good at bailing. So he's been saying, oh, like, I want to go record a video today, and then realizes he has to drive 20 minutes to the studio. He's like, no, I'll do it another time. So we gotta work on that. But June beat it in a week because he just like sits down and grinds through it, and I don't have that. I actually don't understand how he does it, because this man watched like two seasons of Attack on Titan during finals week, and like then would just proceed to like study for 3 hours at like 3 a.m. and then sleep the rest of the day. Joon Lee's different.
Joon Lee is different. If you guys don't remember Joon Lee, he was featured in the beginning of a lot of our ASMR content because he was skeptical of ASMR, and ever since he's been, there's been shoutout Joon Lee at the bottom of our YouTube descriptions, and ever since he slowly started to come around to the ASMR world, and we're hoping to feature him sometime soon. But yeah, like Matt said, he's been bailing a lot, but hopefully he comes through to the studio and records a video with us. That would be legendary.
Yeah, I think we're starting to spark some passion for ASMR in him, because like he used to be so anti-ASMR, and now he's like asking to record a video and even sometimes falling asleep to different ASMR videos. So you never know. I think we got him hooked, but the next step is to get him like publicly hooked, like publicly passionate about ASMR. That's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably have friends as well. If you watch ASMR and talk about ASMR with them, then maybe we're skeptical at first, maybe you were skeptical at first, but you kind of like fall into a certain thing that pulls you in. I think for June it was like keyboard sounds. For me it was like mouth sounds. There's like a specific thing that kind of like gives you tingles, and then you get pulled into the world, and once you're in the ASMR world, like there's no going back. So I'm curious on what that is for you guys. Comment that below, because I'm sure like sometimes you might have been watching like a YouTube video and got unintentional like ASMR tingles, and then that might have like sparked your ASMR journey. So I'm curious on what that is for you guys as well.
Yeah, like for me, I've always said I was watching like unboxing videos that just like didn't have any audio, or not audio, but like talking, and that kind of sparked the rabbit hole for finding the unboxing ASMR, and then I just, you know, keep going down, you find other things that you like, and then it's over, because there's so many things that you can like relax and fall asleep to. So I feel like everyone has that potential, they just gotta find it, and so you just gotta convince them otherwise, because I know it's like, obviously you guys understand, like from the outside perspective, like ASMR sounds like very interesting, a little strange, yeah, but once you get them over that hump, then they sort of start to accept it, and then they form that passion too.
That passion, legendary. Also, one thing I do want to mention, I'm going to be saying this in other videos, is I think a good idea for us to do, and we might be doing in the next few videos, is like a Q&A. So you guys should definitely leave comments below, or just questions you have about us and about the channel and about the future of the channel, because we want to engage more with the community and kind of see what you guys are thinking as well, and get your ideas.
Yeah, we'll probably make like an announcement on like the channel, so then you guys can just like leave your questions there, and we can go through and look at them. I think that'd be really fun. We can sort of start to form a connection with you guys. You can sort of understand
that as well. So if you guys have any ideas or anything you guys want to see or anything you guys want to do to support the channel, like, we might do that. So we just have a lot of cool ideas moving forward within the next few months, and we think definitely having like Thanksgiving break and then having winter break will give us a lot of time to like actually put a lot of love into the channel and like put more work into the channel, because I feel like we've been talking how like first semester we had so much schoolwork and we're just like recording videos in the hallway in my house basement, and it was really jank. And so we're slowly starting to upgrade, and finally when we have our breaks we can like put our full force into this, and hopefully we're able to create even stronger community and better videos for you guys.
Yeah, we want to do a lot more like holiday seasonal themed videos, because we kind of locked on that around Halloween. So if you guys have any like recommended stuff that you want to see over Christmas, I know Christmas is a very big one, so like opening presents ASMR, like all that sort of stuff, like let us know, because we'd be willing to put in a little more work to make those themed videos for you guys.
100%. I feel like that'll be really fun, and especially like with Thanksgiving we could do some stuff, or with Christmas and the holidays and New Year's. Like there's definitely a lot of great ideas, and we want to make sure we're like listening to you guys for those ideas moving forward. And so hopefully we're in the process right now of trying to get an editor for the channel, so we can even get more content out for you guys and have more ideas and just like lessen the workload as well. So I think that's going to be really big moving forward.
Yeah, that's kind of all I had for this video. We just wanted to give like a nice little life update, keep you guys informed with what's going to be going on in the channel moving forward. I think this new studio is really going to help us, because it kind of, it separates us from like our school life to like the channel life. So you're kind of just able to come here and like lock in. There aren't any distractions from 1445. They're menacing over there. So yeah, just want to give like a quick channel update, and just let us know, like, again, if you have any questions for a future Q&A, any like future video ideas. Like, we do look at the comments, and like we do take into consideration, and I promise we will do a cranial nerve exam. Like, we've been so bad about putting it off, but like I think this studio is something where we can just like sit down and like do one of those, because it provides that setting where we can just get in the zone.
100%. The cranial nerve exam will be coming soon, hopefully, I swear. But yeah, we just wanted to get I think having the set and doing the cranial nerve exam makes things easier. So yeah, once again, this is Simon.
This is Matt.
And thanks for tuning in to Wholesome
ASMR.
See you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello.
Welcome back to Wholesome
ASMR. Anyways, today is a special day, as it is Christmas Eve. It's the night before Christmas, and in proper fashion, Matt and I thought we would go ahead and read you guys a few Christmas stories, including 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
It just seemed fitting, Merry Christmas Eve to everyone who's celebrating. And this is probably the most iconic Christmas story, so what better way to read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas than on Christmas Eve?
It's gonna be great, guys. So whatever you're doing, wherever you are, be sure to get in a comfortable position. Maybe you're by the fire, maybe you have some hot chocolate, maybe you can't go to sleep because you're excited about your presents tomorrow morning. But anyways, gonna go ahead and read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. There's a lot of forward in this, so gotta skip ahead a bit. We have
the Coca-Cola Santa. In a good spirit, we have Coca-Cola with us. Not a sponsor.
Alright, let's go ahead. Clement Seymour, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. There's a dog right there. Read the second page.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. was such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. There he is.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to the objects below. As you can see, we have a nice little snowman right there.
When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. There's Santa up in the top corner, flying in.
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As you can see here, we have Santa with all his reindeer.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Got a little chimney, got some gifts.
He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. And here he is, Charlie St. Nick, the big man himself.
Look at this picture. That's fire. There he is. The dog. Legendary. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples all merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
Sorry guys, I just want to say that that last page took so long because we couldn't stop laughing for some reason. We're in a giggly mood. But it like literally took us like 6 minutes between the last time you saw us and now. But we made it through. Alright. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself.
People were laughing there.
Yeah, that page also took like a lot of time.
A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod to the chimney, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle.
Oh, I guess we didn't even show you guys the picture on the last page.
We didn't.
This is the picture that had us laughing so much. Because I kept making eye contact with him when I was reading it. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." That's it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to us the night before Christmas. It's so funny because there's so many edits in there. It's because we were laughing so much for this. This was a tough book to get through, but a classic nonetheless.
Alright, so for our second and final book, we have The Polar Express, kind of an iconic story that I'm sure most of you have seen the movie. This book actually won the Caldecott Medal, which our teachers always spoke very highly of. So, here it goes, The Polar Express. December 2004. This was a gift to me and my sister from my grandparents. The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg. On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear, the ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. Boy looking out the window.
It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest and then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. "All aboard," the conductor cried out. I ran up to him. "Well," he said, "are you coming?" "Where?" I asked. "Why, to the North Pole, of course," was his answer. "This is the Polar Express." I took his outstretched hand and he pulled me aboard.
The train. The train was filled with other children, all in their pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polar Express raced northward. We've got this, guys. We've got this.
I don't know why, but I swear I'm like in such a giggly mood right now. Which makes this really difficult, but here's the picture.
Those are kids eating their nougat candies.
Oh, this is a cool one. So we have all these wolves. Soon there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed and white-tailed rabbits hid from our trains as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. It's pretty cool.
We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon, but the Polar Express us never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. Supposed to look like the Grand Tetons.
It does, it does. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered plains. We crossed a barren desert of ice, the great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole.
The North Pole. It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first we saw no elves. They are gathering at the center of the city, the conductor told us. That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who receives the first gift, we all asked. The conductor answered, he will choose one of you.
Look, shouted one of the children, the elves. Outside we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polar Express could go no further, we stepped out, and the conductor led us outside. North Pole.
We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and, pointing to me, said, "Let's have this fellow here." He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee, and he asked, "Now, what would you like for Christmas?" The question every kid dreams of. This is a big man. Jolly and plump.
I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine, but the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut the bell from the reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood, holding the bell high above him, and called out, "The first gift of Christmas."
A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathroom robe. The conductor held me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared in the cold, dark polar sky.
That's a great picture.
Santa taking off.
Like,
Nope. It's menacing. Santa's right there. Alright, there we go.
apologies about the mic. I actually don't know how the other ASM artists do it, but we'll figure out how to get it off camera, surely.
Sure.
As soon
left the other children. I stood at my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. "What?" I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. "Merry Christmas," he shouted. The Polar Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away.
On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was the silver bell. There was a note. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I ever heard. But my mother said, "Oh, that's too bad." "Yes," said my father, "it's broken." When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. What the heck?
At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me as it does for all who truly believe. You got the bell right there. And actually, the cover of this book has a bell on it.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you have an incredible, incredible Christmas Eve and Christmas and just holiday season overall. Maybe it's even snowing where you're from. I think it'll be snowing in Michigan by the time this goes up, so much love guys. We laughed, we had so much fun making this video. Literally got stuck on reading like it was the night before Christmas for like 8 minutes. It was crazy. But yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, again, we appreciate all the support we've received this new year, and we're hoping this next year to be even better. We have another video coming out tomorrow, Christmas Day, which is something we usually never have 2 in a row, but we think it's just really special, and we have an exciting announcement coming with that video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Yeah, we have a few more of us together, which I know you guys really like, so we're going to try to keep that up for the holiday season. I hope you guys just have a very Merry Christmas Eve, or if you're not celebrating, just spend time with your family and have a great break if you're off of school or work, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Hello, hello, hello. How's it going everyone? And welcome back to
Wholesome
ASMR and Merry Christmas everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. Just hope you guys have a fantastic time this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing out. We're actually finally getting substantial snow in our area as there is a winter storm that's coming in. But yeah, we just want to say Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. And we do have a few pretty important announcements here.
Yeah, first and foremost, we have merch. Let's go. Yeah, we have a new merch store, wholesomeasmr.com, and it's live as of today.
It'd be great. I mean, we spent a little bit of time working on this, just thinking about the best products for you guys. Not only to be more comfortable and wholesome, which is like the point of our ASMR, is to kind of relax you in a wholesome way. But also, we thought it'd be a great way for you guys if you wanted to support the channel. Obviously, we aren't the biggest ASMR artists yet, but we have ambitions, and it would really help us out. So that is now live down in the description below. But don't go and buy something just yet. I want you to watch the full video first, because we have a few important things regarding that as well.
Yeah, a few more surprises, but we really wanted to focus our products on things that could be involved with what ASMR entails, which is relaxing relaxation, unwinding, falling asleep perhaps. So we have, a good assortment of things such as candles, blankets, and we made sure that all of them are very high quality. So if you want to go ahead and support us, again, wait till the end of the video.
Yeah, we also have this amazing new panda logo that is super cute, that I really love on the hoodies and whatnot. So yeah, just a great way to support us. But anyways, back to the topic, Christmas. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. I hope if you're celebrating Christmas, you got all the gifts you wish for, and also I hope you have a good new year. 2023 is honestly coming up way too fast. It's kind of weird, but yeah, like we said, there is a storm coming through, so we're hoping to get some of that Christmas snow finally.
Yeah, sort of kind of the northern United States is about to get hit by a huge blizzard, and actually my roommate Joon Lee had to move his flight up. He's supposed to fly out Friday morning, but he had to move it up, or he was supposed to fly out Friday afternoon, but he's moving up to Friday morning because it was supposed to get like 9 inches with like 50-mile-an-hour winds. So like all the flights are being canceled, which is kind of crazy because so many people are going out to visit loved ones for the holidays.
It is wild. For us, obviously, if you guys have been following the channel for a bit, we are very close to where we go to school. It's around 15 minutes, but even then I'm a bit nervous for the next few days because I'm actually going back to my house in Ann Arbor, and because I'm working on one of my videos for my main channel, and so gotta grind that out. Hopefully I don't get snowed in though, but it's kind of like a 50-50 chance. I'm planning on just bringing back one shovel, and surely that's gonna be enough for me.
But honestly, I can't complain too much because one, we're not traveling, but two, there's something about just having a white winter, a white Christmas that is so magical. I mean, it kind of just doesn't hit the same if you look outside and there's just grass, especially when you're in Michigan, like Florida, you come to expect it, but it's kind of a letdown. Like you wake up Christmas morning and then it's just grass outside. Another thing that this entails is we're hoping to be starting taking ice baths in the river again. So for context, a couple years ago during COVID, we used to work out every morning, and we saw the benefits of ice baths from this man called Wim Hof, and so we wanted to start trying this every morning. We'd go to this river that was frozen, and we'd hop in the river for like a couple minutes and take an ice bath. And so I feel like this first snowfall is like, kind of getting the ball rolling for this year. The new winter river sessions.
Definitely. Like Matt said, we used to go in this river all the time. If we have a chance, we might be able to film something tomorrow to kind of show you guys, but it's wild. It's like super cold. It's actually pretty fast flowing. It's just in the downtown area in our small town. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny because we used to be crackheads and go to the gym during COVID. We had nothing else to do, and then go straight to the river at like 7 a.m. And you'd have like people walking their dogs in the morning, like looking by and like being like, what the heck are these kids doing? But it's really funny because it's also like right behind a police station, which is like hilarious. But yeah, it's something that me and Matt have definitely seen benefits for. And when I go back on campus second semester, I'm hoping to get like a tub or something, just fill it up with water and just take ice baths every morning. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I think that's a challenge we have for all of you, is to, one time this winter, go out and take an ice bath, or just fill up your tub with cold water. Just give it a try. It sucks in the moment, but when you exit, like, there's something that just happens where all the warm blood rushes through your body, and you just feel like so rejuvenated, which is like very magical.
Definitely. I think it also like helps with brain fog. Recently I've been like trying to edit this video, but I've been procrastinating a lot, and there are a few ways I feel like you can reset. One is like making sure you don't go on your phone until like noon. Another is taking a cold shower or ice bath, and another one is also just taking a nap. And so I've been trying to push myself, and I'm like, I could definitely benefit from, going to the gym more, doing ice baths more, and so definitely something that I would pay attention to, do some research on it. But it's really fun, especially if you're doing it with your friends. It's just like a crackhead type thing to do.
Yeah, so onto the topic of Christmas. Simon, what are your plans Christmas morning? Are you doing anything?
Oh yeah, so we actually aren't headed out to visit family until afterwards. I know you're leaving the 28th as well. So Christmas morning, I'm hoping for a lot of snow. I'll be here in Dexter, Michigan, just with me, my mom, and my dad, and my dog Squirt. We'll hopefully be, traditionally putting on the fireplace, listening to Christmas music, and opening up some gifts, which will be really fun. And then the 28th, I'm headed down to Maryland to visit some more of my family, which should be really, really fun.
Yeah, so for us, it's kind of a hectic morning Christmas morning. Traditionally, I'll go down at like 4 a.m. and look at all the presents. I used to do that with my old dog Cooper. Unfortunately, Cooper passed away this past year, but we got a new puppy. His name is Severus, like from Harry Potter, and so I'm gonna try to get him hooked on that tradition. So we'll see if I can drag him out of bed at like 4 a.m. We go and we snoop at all the presents. We try to guess what everyone got, and then I go back up and I fall asleep, and then I have to be woken up because it's like 10 a.m. and my younger siblings are like, we want to open gifts, so they all wake me up, and so I walk down, and we usually have like a breakfast casserole, and so I sit down, I start eating, and then everyone gets very impatient with me, and then we start with stockings, and then usually one of my grandparents arrive, and then we open the rest of our gifts, and
the Subway gift cards.
The Subway gift cards, yes. I'm a gift card merchant, for those of you who don't know. My one grandma gives me a gift card for like everything, so I could be at any sort of store, and I guarantee you have a gift card for it.
Legendary. Well, speaking about gifts, I think we got something that we want to, something that might be under the tree back there, man.
It does appear that there's something under our tree. Wow. What is that? Is this? It appears you guys have been good this year. Beautifully wrapped, I'd say.
This is a pretty good wrapping job right here.
Yes. Whoever wrapped this did an incredible job.
This might get a little bit loud though when you're unboxing it.
Yeah. I remember this is how I got into ASMR with these unboxing videos, but I've never seen it done with wrapping paper, so this could potentially be loud. We're gonna give it a go.
Give it a go.
All right. This is now how I unbox presents on Christmas Day. Alright. You hold this. Alright, you can cut that out.
Let's see what's inside.
We have a brown box.
Look at that.
Whoever unwrapped this did a fantastic job.
Oh my god. It appears like there's another box.
Another box. A box within a box. Let me just say this wrapping job is also fantastic. I think for those of you who wrap gifts, you can appreciate this.
It is pretty class.
Especially for a wrapping noob like I am. I mean, I'm not saying I wrapped these, but whoever did wrap them did a fantastic job. I mean, look at how the stripes are aligned. Like, wow. There's a seam here, but you probably can't even tell.
That's class.
Yeah.
That's class. Alright, let's give it a go. Look at that, another brown box.
Wow, Amazon's been really is this in here?
What could it be?
Wow. Can you believe this?
Oh my god. Let's go.
Look. It's a 10% off coupon to the Wholesome ASMR store. Wow. I don't think it's not booked. There we go. 10% off Wholesome ASMR store with code Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas.
Christmas.
Wow.
We could have probably put it in a smaller box, but it's part of the suspense.
I was not expecting this, to be honest. This is probably one of the best gifts I could have asked for. So, this is all because of you. Wow. You guys have been so good this year.
But anyways, guys, like, obviously jokes aside, really appreciate all the support that we've had. I feel like we've actually been on this channel for a while. I look back, it always feels like we've just been posting for a few months, but we've been posting for like 4 to 5 months, which is like really cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to see how far like this just simple idea of two best friends making ASMR videos has taken us. So yeah, we officially have merch. We're slowly growing, and we're looking to do more cool stuff, hopefully in the new year. And so, of course, as always, if you have any suggestions, we're very open to it. We keep wanting to like change how ASMR is done and do new fun ideas.
Yeah. I know some of you have been asking for longer content. We're hopefully going to be able to do some of that soon. It's been kind of hard for us because we've been in school, so we have a very limited time slot. Hoping to do ASMR in possibly another language. Someone asked for Spanish. Pretty excited. What else? The soft-spoken, potentially.
Yeah. One thing we could also do is like at the new year be like best of Wholesome ASMR. Just a massive like 2-hour-long video, which we're really excited for. We think it'd be really fun, so look out for that.
It's kind of crazy because I was looking through my photo memories, and a year ago yesterday we were submitting our video to Simply Kel's subscribers to ASMR, and now we're here with our own channel.
Yeah.
It's like kind of wild how like much can change in a year.
Yeah, it's crazy because like that was our first time trying ASMR for sure, and like our first time like submitting it, and then the confidence that we gained from people like commenting like, oh, who are those guys at like the 27-minute mark was enough for us to like take the leap, and so happy we did, and this has been a fun journey.
Yeah, I think that's honestly it for our Christmas special. Hope you guys spend the rest of the day with your family if you're around them, or just any loved ones or friends. Call them, tell them you love them, because a call from a loved one on the holidays can just absolutely make the day.
Most definitely. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the merch store and feel free to subscribe, and have a great holiday season, guys. Much love.
Bye.
Hello, and welcome
Back to wholesome
ASMR. And this video is, of course, another special video.
because tonight is New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so in about 3 minutes here, it's gonna turn midnight, and it's officially gonna be 2023, which is really crazy. It's crazy how far this channel has come and how long we've actually been, working on it. But it's been amazing to celebrate our first New Year's with you guys.
Yeah, and 2023 is kind of one of those big years for me because that is my graduation year. And so just like 2019 for high school, it's starting to hit, It's like, because that's the number. That's the number when that comes on the screen. It means that you're about to graduate, which for me, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, I feel like that's crazy, slowly but surely. Some of Matt's roommates graduated early, and so they've already graduated, and so Matt's next, which is kind of surreal. But we're gonna make sure we enjoy this final semester together in school.
Yeah, we got one semester left, but 2023 is going to look bright. But I don't know, how would you rate 2022 as a year? I think ever since like 2020, which everyone can kind of, claim that to be a terrible year, it's been slowly building back more to normalcy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I actually looked at like this Instagram reel the other day, talking about how weird it was in the era we're living in during the pandemic, and how much like time has passed since then, but it really doesn't feel like a lot. It's just this like weird thing. But yeah, it definitely feels like we're returning to normal normalcy now, and I feel like life is starting to move at like a normal pace almost. Whereas I feel like, you know, a lot of things have happened in the past few years where it's been kind of up and down really quick.
Yeah, and we are officially now under 1 minute until the new year. 1 minute until the new year, at least for East Coast time, for those of you watching on the East Coast. And now we're at 45 seconds, so any final remarks for the end of 2022? Anything you gotta say to this year?
Just want to say it was a great year. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'm really excited to see the content that we push out in 2023. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, honestly, just starting this channel, I think next year is going to be crazy huge. But, you know, I can't really say that much more because we are at 15 seconds. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2023.
Wow, it is officially 2023. Yeah, what a crazy year, and we're finally moving on. It's wild, it's weird, but at the same time, very excited for what this year is going to bring about.
Yeah, and then obviously with a new year comes New Year's resolutions. And to be honest, I don't really buy into resolutions that much because I feel like if you wait for a start of the new year to start them, they're pretty much never gonna get done. Like you almost have, when you have the goal and ambition to do something, you have to start it right away. Because when you push off to something like, oh, like today's gonna be the day I start, or tomorrow's gonna be the day I start, it almost never ends up coming into fruition. So starting something immediately then, and just to get the ball rolling is kind of what is needed to actually see the change. But I think we should still talk about some of our ambitions for 2023. What do you think?
Definitely. I think also, like, what could be fun as well is, like, you guys commenting down below things that you want to do in 2023, and then just, like, using it as this video almost as, like, a checkpoint. So when we upload our 2024 New Year's video, you can be reminded to go back to this video and see, like, if you accomplished those, and, like, maybe even talk about your mindset. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on the resolutions part. There are a few things, like, I definitely want to do in 2023. I was thinking one thing is, like, get back on the gym grind. the classic. I definitely have not, like, I was so dedicated to the gym the past few years, but being in school made it really difficult, and so that's definitely something that I want to get better at. And of course, like, depends on if I'll be going back to Anytime Fitness. We'll see. But I think it'll be hopefully a way better, easier schedule next semester to kind of pursue that more.
Yeah, the gym is always the classic answer. But to be honest, I feel like everyone who like sort of starts off the gym during the new year, they can easily get deterred because it's packed, bro. It's so packed. Like it's not even exaggeration. When I go to school, like when school starts up that first 2 weeks at the gym, oh my god, it's gonna be awful. Like 8 people waiting for each machine, and you know it kind of sucks because if you go to U of M or are familiar with what's going on there, they just shut down one of their big central campus gyms because they're gonna tear it down and build like a brand new, like incredibly nice one. But with that, basically means you're eliminating a gym. Now they put up like a temporary tent. It's something, but it's no replacement for what was there. And so everyone's flocking to the IM, which is like the gym that's closest to me. It's gonna be so packed. So I think for those of you, if one of your goals and ambitions is to, you know, get back in the gym this year, I just say be patient. You know, it might suck those first couple of weeks just because it's gonna be so packed, but you'll find a time that works for you. And if you just continue to go, you'll see that most people will start to drop off, and by the end of the month or mid-February, it'll probably be back to normal, and the gym honestly won't be that bad, at least from my experience.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll be rejoining the Anytime grind potentially next semester. I'll rejoin the New Year's resolutioners. But yeah, I think another thing that we've been talking about potentially doing in 2023 is, first of all, like traveling more and even doing like ASMR travel vlogs, which is something we want to incorporate more. Matt is going to be going down to watch the Fiesta Bowl, watch Michigan play, so he's going to be vlogging a little there, so that'll be our first time trying that. But one thing we definitely want to do is travel more. Also, we want to, this is very ambitious, but potentially get on a daily uploading schedule eventually, which will definitely be difficult, but that's one thing we want to accomplish in 2023.
Yeah, I think the best way of like splitting this up in terms of like accomplishing something in a year, because a year is a long time, but also not really that long. So it's like about how you look at it. And so I think if we can get on some sort of shorts uploading schedule by like either midway through the semester or by the end of the semester, that's something that you can just slowly build on. And because then once the semester's over in summer, then we can get one step closer to daily uploads, and then potentially daily uploads on every platform, and you continue to build on that once you create more and more free time. And so like if you have a goal, step by step, like you can relate it back to the gym, like you don't have to work out every day. Maybe start with 3 times a week, and each of those days is like a full body routine, and then slowly you work that up into 5 days a week, and you have like a designated day, and then you work that up to 6 days a week with like a rest day. And so but if you just like slowly break it into like a couple months at a time, and then you can like really see like the end of the tunnel for each of those goals, I think it becomes a lot easier to accomplishing what we want to do. So if we set up a timeline for like and we want you guys to hold us accountable to this. If we're not uploading, if we're not uploading like 2 shorts a week, and by the end of February, I think that's realistic. That's right? Realistic, yeah. So by the end of February, if we're not uploading like 2 shorts a week, call us out. Please call us out.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. And in the same way, like, you guys can use this comment section, and we'll talk about the resolutions as we go through, and like how we're planning on growing, and like just like getting better at our content as well. We could also put more money into the set and like really just hopefully bring better quality content to you guys. So far we've been using like my video camera and my mic from a main channel, but we just actually made some really cool purchases. We bought a new camera, we bought a new mic, and so hopefully that'll make it a lot more seamless for us to get more content out there for you guys. So yeah, of course none of that would be possible without you guys supporting us, and so that means a lot, and we're just hoping to make sure we continue to put everything back into this channel, just to bring you guys the best content possible. And in that same realm, you guys have helped a lot with your suggestions, so keep them coming.
Yeah, I think in terms of like channel ambitions that aren't necessarily like based off of like a number or anything, some of the things we want to accomplish this year, number 1 on the list is a cranial nerve exam. We've been talking about this since essentially day 1, and it's not happened yet.
What's our Joon Lee feature?
Joon Lee feature number 2. No, Joon's very stubborn because he always is like, oh, I want to be on the channel, and we're like, oh, sweet Joon, let's go film. He's like, oh, well, not today.
Joon's somehow always busy when we film.
Yeah, and so he really wants his like release to be like have a lot of anticipation built up. So he wants like a big milestone. So he says 50K subscribers. I think that's waiting too long. So I think basically if you guys start like every video commenting like we want Joon Lee or whatever, like comment that in every video. Do someone do that. Like if we see that comment, we'll pin it at the top. Just comment we want Joon Lee on every single video, because Joon checks in on the channel on his own just to see, and so if he starts seeing that on every single video, he knows that you guys are like really begging for it, and we can pressure him, because he'll show up in like the Eskimo suit for like the OG people who know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how many people like know about this actually. Like, I was surprised about how many people knew about the Joon Lee lore, but if you don't, here's your opportunity to go back to the beginning of the channel and just do a little bit of research on our first few videos, where you'll learn about the Joon Lee lore.
Yeah, the videos in specific are, I think the mukbang we did, and then the reacting to Ronaldo highlights. So if you go back and watch those, he actually makes a slight appearance in the frame, and that's kind of what sparked it. So, because he claims to not like ASMR, but we all know that he falls asleep keyboard triggers. So, I mean, you tell me, but it sounds like that's someone who has a potential to be a full-time ASMR listener, if you ask me.
Definitely, and it's so amazing to see Joon Lee's progression from being a skeptic to someone who enjoys ASMR to someone who might be featured on the channel. And that's basically all our plan is to bring more people to ASMR that may not know about it or may not have experienced it yet, and bring them the best videos that we can.
Yeah, I think that's why one of our favorite segments, at least one of my favorite to film, is like bringing one of our friends on. Like I brought Dan and Arjun on. We just recently filmed with some YouTube creators, so that video will be coming shortly. You guys will see that. That was really fun to film. I filmed with Isaac, which was really fun, even though all of you claimed that we were both high, which we were not. And then, I don't know, like, we want to get your dad on, because he's also like a skeptic. So, if we can get Joon Lee on, we might have a shot at getting Simon's dad on.
That's definitely a series we want to continue, is like getting people on to ASMR. We want to do the most random collabs ever. And so, I think that's the biggest like thing, is like just trying to get the most random ASMR collabs. And so that's also one of the goals we
imagine like the top goal being like a Casey Neistat.
Casey Neistat does ASMR.
Casey Neistat to do ASMR, or like one of those guys. And so we essentially like do a series building up and just trying to like get that person. I think that'd be pretty fun. I think that'd be really fun. I mean, just other channel ambitions, other than like the cranial nerve exam and the Joon Lee stuff. We do want to start doing some longer content. It's really hard right now with school, just because like I talked about this in our other video, but I mean, if we're filming like because we like every other week, we're basically having to film like 6 videos in like a 3-hour window, and so like that kind of mathematically comes down to like 15 minutes of video. So we will get like the longer videos out there. It's just like a lot harder to sit down and do for one when we have like an amount that we're trying to produce a week.
Definitely.
But they will come.
And we also have Best of Wholesome ASMR coming soon. So that'll basically be a longer video that hopefully you guys will enjoy. And so we're trying to do a lot more of that.
Yeah. Alright, Simon, any personal goals this year? We talked about some of the channel goals this year. Anything personal, like, other than gym?
I think the gym. Also, I want to get back into making proper meals. My friend Ryan has convinced me, because my meal prep was terrible back in first semester when I made like chicken and rice. It was so bad. Like the chicken was just like so crunchy. It was terrible. So I got a better formula down, got a better recipe down, and so yeah, that's one of my main goals, is that, and the gym. Definitely the classics, the OGs, but I think I can hang with that. And some other goals, definitely like continue to grow my main channel and make more videos there. It's so funny to see when people like recognize, they're like, oh crap, like this Wholesome Simon, like what the heck is this? Like it's just so random coming across, because I never talk about this channel on that account. But yeah, just continuing to post videos during the school year.
Yeah, but in terms of like the gym and like eating better, there's a reason that, you know, those are kind of common goals that are reoccurring every single year, is because they're super beneficial. So yeah, obviously I've been kind of consistent with the gym as of recently, but I feel like I haven't been really working towards anything. Like before, we used to be lifting for, you know, to get new maxes to get bigger, and I guess that is not as much of an ambition for me anymore. I'd like to see more like performance-based like accolades. So I want to get faster. I want to jump higher. I want to be better at footy, and so I want to do a lot of footy training. Another thing that I had been working towards in the past was a triathlon, and I was gonna do it, and then COVID happened, and the race got canceled, and then that kind of threw me into the like lifting or going to the gym to get bigger and stronger, which is like the exact opposite of what like triathlon training is. So I told myself, like, either by the end of college or a couple years after that I would do a triathlon. I'm starting to get the itch again, so I don't know if this year, but I'm gonna start to incorporate a little bit more cardio into my stuff. I have a bike, and so I'm hoping to bike a little bit more, but either by this summer or next summer, I plan on doing a triathlon, because I kind of have that itch again. And then eating healthy, yeah. This break's been really bad. It's been really bad. Yeah, I mean, I have no excuse. Unlike Simon, I pretty much eat the same thing every day, but you can always improve on your recipes. I don't want to hear any slander from him about, because I feel like he did not follow my recipe. My recipe is really good.
There's something wrong with the chicken and rice, bro.
No.
Chicken's so crispy.
I haven't done chicken and rice in like this entire semester because I was too lazy to go buy rice. I do chicken and pesto pasta.
But how do you get the chicken to not be like nasty?
So what I do is I take like the chicken breast or chicken thighs, whatever you're doing, and depending on what I'm feeling, I have two different types of marinade. So one is I do barbecue sauce, like a sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and then I combine that with like the Buffalo Wild Wings Asian zing, and then I do salt, pepper, basil, garlic powder, onion powder, and then sometimes paprika, I think, as you put it all in there, and then you just let it sit for like a day.
How do you lock the moisture in when it gets air fried? That's the thing.
How long do you cook it for?
Like 15 minutes.
50?
15. 15 to 20. Like, I feel like that's fine, but sometimes it just comes out so hard.
I'm gonna have to cook with your air fryer because it might be your air fryer.
It's definitely maybe it's too high. It's at like 385 or something.
I do 400 for 25 minutes. Yeah.
No, literally, we gotta do some
It
investigation.
might not be circulating enough. I feel like my chicken's fine. Like
do some investigation.
It's not too hard because maybe I understand if you're just like eating it with rice, it might be a little too hard or whatever.
No, but it's like, yeah, we gotta do some investigation. When
you cook pasta, especially like a fettuccine or something like that, you put the pasta and then you get like the garlic pesto from Costco, which is like a container like this big. It's so good. And so I just cut up the chicken and then I just toss the pasta in, and I honestly ate that twice a day for like the entire summer. And then if I ever got bored, I just do spaghetti sauce instead. I want to add more variety, so maybe some fish, like a tilapia or salmon with like a teriyaki sauce.
That's crazy.
One thing you did do is you had that one egg recipe where it was like rice, eggs, like
breakfast,
gochujang.
Yeah. Oh, that's so.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm okay eating the same thing every day. Like,
I'll get on the pesto pasta next semester.
So good.
Class. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this ramble about everything that's going on in the new year. Remember to comment down below your New Year's resolutions or what you want to accomplish to come back to it. And yeah, anything else, Matt?
No, honestly, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or night. Hope you guys have an amazing 2023. We're looking for a better 2023 than 2022. Hopefully Michigan Wolverines are crowned 2023 national champions. And yeah, just have a fantastic rest of your year.